Meredith Helline joins us live from the site of CCMF. Meredith, we have both been waiting a long time for this, and we're just about there. I know you are excited.
Almost there, you know I'm excited. I was so pumped to find out. I get to be here on top of Ripley's, believe it or not, in downtown Myrtle Beach, overlooking the festival site here behind me. And like Sean said, hey, no rain right now. You can see, though, it is pretty windy, and it is kind of some dark skies going on. But yeah, we are here. It is the 5th year of the Carolina Country Music Festival in downtown Myrtle Beach. And if this festival has showcased anything over the years, it's showcased the partnerships of the city of Myrtle Beach with the people that run this festival that you can see getting ready here behind me, from fire to police to the people that are running it. And the face of this festival, who you guys have seen many times here on WMBF News, is Bob Durkin. He's been here since day one. I remember 4 years ago, 4 a.m. when I was the live reporter, he met me for a live interview talking about the festival. He's always so excited, so eager to make sure everything goes right, that everyone has a safe and good time. And you know, something else when I spoke with him a few days ago of the festival this year is how Myrtle Beach has become such a mecca for budding country music artists. We had Maren Morris here. She was playing at 3 in the afternoon. We had Luke Combs last year, who wasn't on the main stage, who's a huge name now. We've had Brett Young, and here's some of what Bob Durkin had to say about how it makes him feel that these country music stars are getting their start here in Myrtle Beach.
Brett Young played here the first couple years, and he went out there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon with no shoes on and burnt the bottom of his feet. I remember he was taping it up, and now Brett Young is a huge star. Luke Combs closed the second stage, and I still remember what he said. He said, I love country music, but I love festivals, but I really love one that starts with Carolina. And they've all thanked us for doing this, that thank you for bringing this here, because he grew up going here. Florida Georgia Line was on stage, and they talked about how they got their roots here, worked here over the summer.
And Florida Georgia Line is here for CCMF for the second time. That's how much they love it here, and we can't wait to see them headline on Saturday night. Now, coming up at 5, we're going to have more on Bob Durkin and how this festival got here to Myrtle Beach. It's a pretty neat story. Now we want to send things to the ground. Hallie Murrow is somewhere below me walking around. Hallie, what's going on?
All right, Sean, we want to continue our CCMF coverage right now next at 4:30, including the changes that you can expect to see during that 4-day festival. My co-anchor, Meredith Helline, I don't think you could find a better place for her to be. This is exactly what she lives for. Let's send it out to her now. I could ask you how you're doing, but I know you're doing great.
It is. Eric, you know that I live for this weekend, and so do a lot of other people. That's why it's successful year after year after year. In the 5th year now, thousands of people coming out here. Now take a look over my shoulder. You can see here people already lining up to wait to get in, to be the first ones for the first day of CCMF, the Thursday kickoff concerts. We have a great lineup tonight, including, of course, the headliner, Alabama, who got their start here at the Bowery in Myrtle Beach. But you know what? Let's talk about some of the things you can and can't bring in. You know, CCMF is a rain or shine event. This year, though, first year, we've really had the issues of rain, and they do have those severe storm plans in place. But drizzles like right now, it's still going to go on. You can tell it's windy here on top of Ripley's. But let's talk about what you can and can't bring in. I do have my little cheat sheet here. You can bring your phones, so that's good news there. You can also bring in sunscreen. You can bring in blankets. You can bring in approved bags, and believe it, listen to this, you can bring in festival flags as long as they don't have any wooden poles or metal poles. Now let's talk about what you can't bring in. You cannot bring in umbrellas. So we all know it's going to rain a little bit this weekend. You guys, you got to leave those umbrellas at home. Go tonight and go invest in some ponchos. They're super cheap. You can find them all over the place. Also, women, bags. It's very strict policies here. Your best bet is to go with a clear bag, which you can find in all kinds of places. And there's also some strict limitations on different sizes and things. You can bring some wristlets for a full breakdown of what you can and can't bring, because there's more stuff that you do need to know about. You can find that list on WMBFnews.com. Eric, we're on top of Ripley's, believe it or not. Now it's drizzling here in Myrtle Beach, but hey, CCMF's about to start. It's still going to be a great weekend. We'll send it back to you.
Nothing could dampen this or shine, Sean. My co-anchor Meredith Helline joins us atop Ripley's, believe it or not, as we kick off our CCMF team coverage at 5 o'clock. And check it out, Meredith, less than an hour from now. I know your excitement's building.
Less than an hour. I am excited. We have Alabama headlining tonight for the Thursday night kickoff concert. And like you said, Eric, also like Sean said, this is going on rain or shine. They do have plans in place if it were to storm, if there's lightning, but we don't have to worry about that quite yet. As you can see now, it is raining. I do have my umbrella with me right now. You guys, though, are not allowed to bring in one of these at the concert. So don't forget to go pick up some ponchos and stuff as you're on your way into the festival if you're coming down. Now, it is a consistent drizzle right now. The gates aren't open yet. If you look here to my left, you can see that this line of people is starting to go down to the Bowery here, down to the beach, where people are coming in at 6 o'clock to get the best seats in the house here. I'm guessing those people are going to the VIP section. Now, our Hallie Murrow is right down there getting ready. She doesn't know it, but I'm pointing right at her in that cute little white dress. Hallie, tell us what's going on down there. Hey guys, it seems like yesterday I was meeting Bob Durkin for the first time. The festival was going into its second year. It was 4 in the morning. I was the live morning reporter. We were right down there talking about the festival and what he hoped it would be in the next few years and what it would turn into. Well, I met back up with him the other day. We talked about how the festival got here, of all the cities he could have brought it to, why he brought it to Myrtle Beach, and how it started with just a few guys sitting around a table late one night at a radio station.
From the first announcement of Carolina Country Music Fest in 2015.
The beach, the fun, the sun, vacation, a great experience, great people, great family fun is exactly what country music represents.
To now.
And we're looking for possibly the next festival, the next big concert to do, and maybe we do another one here in Myrtle Beach.
A lot's happened in the 5 years since CCMF was born on Myrtle Beach's shore. And if there's one face of it all, it's the festival's owner, Bob Durkin.
So I'm in the entertainment business. I started in restaurant and bars. We did a lot of live shows, and then we went into bar crawls and different type of concerts, and now we're in the festival business as well.
Durkin has helped start restaurants like Whiskey River and Blackfin, and bars in Charlotte, Washington, D.C., Chicago, and other cities around the East Coast. He's from upstate New York. He graduated from the University of Albany with a major in history, which he says has only helped him with Jeopardy. But Durkin says his team was looking for the next big thing. It started with a group of guys at a table.
Yeah, I was at the radio station. I was with a couple of country singers that we were having some late night cocktails and talked to the festival, and I, for a couple of years, said, Carolina needs a country music festival, needs any kind of festival.
When they decided they were going to start a country music festival in the Carolinas, they needed to figure out where. Well, they found the perfect spot when they met then Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce President Brad Dean at the Democratic Convention in Charlotte, while Myrtle Beach was stationed at Durkin's restaurant, Blackfin.
So when the next year came up and we thought, hey, we really should do one in the Carolinas, let me call Brad. Brad said, I have this piece of property. It's on the beach. It's beautiful. I'm not sure if it's big enough. I don't think you might like it. I'm not sure it's big enough. We came down here, drove on this site, and I just got out of the car and I said, Brad, this is it. This is the site for the festival. And we started working on it that day. And 5 years later, here we are.
Really, it was history from there, and I thought this part was funny. Durkin said that when he went to Nashville, he had to go convince some buddies up there to actually make this festival happen. They had to start working on a lineup, and his buddy told him that they needed to convince him not to have the festival. Well, Durkin says by the time he left, they had already talked to Florida Georgia Line, Lady Antebellum, and Rascal Flatts. And like I said, now we see how all of this turned out. And Bob also says that, this is the year that they've sold the most Thursday night tickets ever to look. And for now, live on top of Ripley's, believe it or not, I really can't beat this spot right now overlooking this. I'm Meredith Helline, back to you guys.
View of the CCMF grounds, and it's here, Meredith.
It's here, Eric. Unfortunately, it's not a dry forecast, a sunny forecast like it has been the last 4 years. But you know what? We're dealing with what we have. It's just a sprinkle right now. I'm going to show you right here a live look over my shoulder. You can see those people. Doesn't look like they're in quite yet. Still some volunteers, police officers, other organizers walking around the festival grounds. We've been slowly watching them put the finishing touches on the kickoff for tonight throughout the last couple hours. Now you can see this long line, starting right here of those people wanting to get in because those gates are opening at 6. We'll give you another look. We'll tell you more about tonight coming up in just a few minutes. Sean has more about your weather tonight. Sean.
Unfortunately.
That's because it's just drizzling, Sean. I'm not going to melt. It's not too bad yet. And if you come right over here, you can see all these people. These are the VIP people lined up at that gate right there, going all the way down to the beach, down to the left there, past the Bowery, down the boardwalk, waiting to get in, ready to get those best seats for all the performers tonight. We have Jimmy Mowry, who's a local, who was on NBC's The Voice, Guy Rigdon, who we actually spoke with, and we're going to tell you more about him in a little bit, and Sean Bilton, and also Alabama, of course, can't forget them, celebrating their 50th anniversary this year. The weather's not too bad, but if you're coming out, don't forget your poncho. It's easy to carry. It'll keep you dry. For now, live on Ripley's Believe It or Not over CCMF, I'm Meredith. Back to you, Eric. Hey guys, as Sean was just saying, those rain chances are here, and it's been drizzling. We've been out here a little over 3 hours. I think you can see the effect of all the drizzles and the wind on my hair now, but that's not affecting the people that are going into CCMF. Those doors ended up opening a few minutes after 6 o'clock, but still, you can see that line to get into VIP here from Ripley's Believe It or Not. Goes all the way down past the Bowery to the boardwalk, might even turn there at the boardwalk, and the other line on the other side for general admission, you guys, might be twice or 3 times as long. So people are filling the area here. And now let's toss it to Hallie Murrow, who's live on the ground somewhere down here. Hallie, what's going on?
Yeah, Meredith.